everyone, how you doing? It's Tanya from Royal City Nursery, and today we are going to plant something like this. We're going to plant an annual planter, but I want to show you some tips and tricks that we use, hopefully, to make your life a little bit easier. So you can see here, I have got one of our favorite ceramic pots, and when you look at it, it looks like we planted directly in it. But no, we've actually done a drop-in. So we've done one of these guys, and it makes it that much simpler, so we can do a bit of a cheat. So you guys can, again, do this at home. And this ceramic pot is thick enough to stay outside without a problem. If I do inserts like this, it means I can do one for spring, one for summer, one for fall, and one for Christmas. And I don't have to worry about my pot breaking. So I'm going to get you to come up close, and we'll take a look at how to do this in just a second. And the first thing you're going to notice, hello again, is that we are using a container soil that is super light and fluffy. We want to use the urban garden soil because this one is good both for vegetables and annuals. And the neat thing today is we're actually going to be planting a little bit of lettuce in our annual planter just to keep it simple. Now I've pre-filled my pot so you can see it's sitting in there. I've also punched this down so we get rid of all the air pockets. Slide this out of the way. And now to get started, very first thing I'm going to plant is this red cordyline, and we're using this as our thriller. So when we think about a thriller, a thriller is something that we use as a statement piece. So we can use it at the back or we can use it in the middle. We want to use it in the middle if it's a planter that you're seeing all the way around. That's what we're going to do today. Again, I pre-filled the pot so it's super easy, and I want to make sure when I plant that the top of the soil line stays down about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. That way we've got room for water. So thriller goes in first, and that's this red cordyline. The next thing we're going to do is some fillers. And fillers are called fillers because we need them to fill in that middle layer. Our filler this time, just for something a little bit different, is going to be a few heads of lettuce. So if you watch how I take this out of the pot, I've got fingers on either side of the plant, and I'm going to turn it upside down and give it a shake. That way my hand is fully supporting the plant. So this is going to go in here, and we're going to set these up in groups of 3. Why groups of 3? Because our heads, our human heads, are wired easily to see a group of 3 a little bit better. And sometimes you get some stubborn pots, and all I did was just squeeze the bottom of the pot, make it a bit easier. And I'm going to place these guys. We'll get the tags in order. I'll put the tags in last so I know what's in. And we're going to get these fillers placed evenly all the way around. We're doing fillers evenly all the way around because we've got our thriller in the middle. And you'll notice when I'm putting them in, I'm giving them a heck of a shove. Again, the top of the soil line needs to be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches down. There we go, get everybody straight. So now I've got my fillers in there. The last thing we're going to do is add some spillers. And spillers are called spillers, well, because they spill or trail out of the side of the pot. This particular one, it is sweet potato vine. Now this is not edible. It just looks good, which is why we're using it. And to me, it matches the colors of our cordyline, and it also provides some awesome contrast with some of our lettuce in there. So again, same thing. Turn it upside down, get it in my hands, and shove her in. When I'm planting the spillers, you're going to notice that I plant it so the plant is actually facing forward. So then I don't have to worry about the plant trying to figure out which direction it needs to go. There we go, and again, we've got 3. Why 3? We've already talked about this. Our human brains are wired to see 3s a little bit differently, and it's something that makes it pleasing to the eye. So we generally tend to work in odd numbers, 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, whatever. This planter doesn't have room for a whole lot more than that, and you'll find that we actually played in an odd number here. We've got 3 spillers, 3 fillers, and 1 thriller. Total of 7, right? So we're still, that odd number rule works. We're gonna back up a little bit, and then we're gonna take a look at the finished piece. And we're back again. Welcome back. So now you can see our finished piece. So this is what we call a drop-in. And again, we've done this one just a little bit different. It's meant for full sun, so we want to look at something that gets sun at least 6 to 8 hours a day. The only thing we need to do to finish it is to add a little bit of fertilizer. So we're using an organic slow-release fertilizer specifically made for planters. And all this does, whoops, sorry, there we go, is I get a little bit on the surface of the pot all the way around. I've pre-measured it out for the size of the pot. There we go. That way, every time it rains or every time you water, we get just a little bit of extra food going in. Now, the only other thing you didn't see me do is between our gaps in shooting there, I went through and I filled in all of the pockets with soil. So now the whole pot is absolutely full. Only thing left to do is water it. When I water it, I'm going to fill it to the top of the pot, let it sink, and then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to put it in my planter. Nice, easy peasy, super cheating way. And hopefully this helped so you can build your own planter too. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.